What's up, crawlers? It's Sam here. Happy Tuesday, and welcome back to another Film Crawl Spoiler Free review. If you've been listening to us for a while now, you know that Dadfleck has been on our mind. Pearl Harbor, anyone?
Loving you kept me alive.
I don't care what you say, Michael Bay's Pearl Harbor is amazing. So this week, we decided to do his second film that he's directed, The Town. It's a crime thriller that came out back in 2010. Check your watch. It's freaking 10 years ago already. It's based on Chuck Hogan's novel, The Prince of Thieves. Now, before we get into it, okay, 90% of you guys aren't even subscribed to Film Crawl. So scroll down, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell notifications, and like this video. And you can't not subscribe now because Kylie Jenner commented on one of our videos and she said that we deserve more subscribers. I'm showing the proof on screen. You guys better subscribe now because Kylie Jenner said so. Set in the Boston subdivision of Charlestown, only really known for hosting a high rate of bank robberies, the story follows Doug McCrae, Ben Affleck, who leads a small group of criminals in the aforementioned robberies. With family ties to the town and a reckless best friend on the crew named Jem, played by an unhinged Jeremy Renner, McCrae is faced with life decisions when he gets involved with Claire, Rebecca Hall, a hostage that Jem uses in the opening sequence of the film. All this is ongoing with the FBI, John Hamm and his crew, closing in on him. Now, the film is super good. It's a great heist film. I really enjoy watching it. In short, it's one of those films that I will put on just because it's on type thing. There's a lot of memorable moments that I've taken out of this film. Okay, guys, we're going to jump straight into the likes first. This being Affleck's second film that he's directed, it's a great film. I love this film. There are so many memorable moments in here, especially the ending. In my opinion, I think it's one of the coolest heist moments in film. We can have a fight about that in the comments, but I think the scale of it more realistic in a way. I don't really know how better to say that without giving it away. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Acting by everyone: Renner, Affleck, Hamm, Blake Lively is great. Blake Lively gets extra kudos because you don't see her playing this type of role, but she does a great job, and she's a great actress. She actually shows a lot of skill in this movie. And now on to the dislikes. Affleck is bringing more to a typical heist film here in The Town, which is great, but I do feel like there's some things that are left, some stones unturned. There are also some editing and pacing issues that I have with the film in certain areas of the film. In other areas, it's great, but there are some moments that make the film feel really long because of the pacing and editing choices, and that's in my opinion. And I can't get into that here. You'll have to wait till we go into the spoiler-filled discussion with Nicole next week, where I can really lay out what I had issues with. And I hope some of you will see it. But I will say with the director's cut, there is some answers to those things that I was missing. But of course, the version on Netflix is not the director's cut, so only people that have seen the director's cut will know how to compare the two, but I'll explain that in the spoiler-free discussion next week. And that's really all I have for dislikes. It's a great film. I do enjoy, watching this film a lot, like I had mentioned, and it's something that I'm always going to just turn on and be like, it's an Affleck movie, I'm going to turn it on. So now we get down to the shot score, and I'll throw them on screen. If you're new here, you guys know 5 out of 5 is blacked out drunk, and 0 out of 5 shots would be the best film you've ever watched. I am going to have to give The Town 2 shots out of 5, and I could not explain a lot of my reasoning for it, but I will make it up to you guys in the spoiler-free discussion because it is all spoiler that I have to talk about with Nicole. But I'm giving it a 2 out of 5, and that does not mean The Town is a bad film. It is a great film that I always watch. It's just there are some things that I think Affleck has learned from in his movies that he's directed, and he has already fixed in more recent stuff like Argo and other things that he's done. So it's like you see his progression, and it's weird going back and watching, and we're doing this movie 10 years later, but you do see where he's grown in those mistakes, but those are just some things that I felt like I had issues with. With that said, don't go into this film thinking that it's your typical heist, just action, action, action only. There is some actually deeper character arcs here, which I really enjoy, and those action moments are some of the best, I think, for me, and stuff that I remember in film going forward. I think the ending is reasonable, and it makes sense. It's logical for the story. And I think that the last heist is really cool. I think that's something that we've really never seen. But I may be wrong. Maybe I haven't seen that film yet. But you need to see this movie. Go watch it on Netflix if you haven't watched it. And then join us for the spoiler-filled discussion next Tuesday. Okay, guys, and that's all I have for The Town, directed by Ben Affleck. Please comment below how many shots you would give The Town, and let us know what we should do next or what you want us to see in the future. Really hope you guys are enjoying these spoiler-free discussions. I have to edit a lot more in these. Nicole has to do a lot more writing for us. So there is more work involved. So if you guys are enjoying it, like this video. I'm Sam from Film Crawl, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye-bye.